Hi, let me see if I can walk you through how to use a YouTube video that has auto-generated captions and use DownSub as a third-party tool to then caption the auto-generated to make them real captions, and then join those with Canvas Studio to create a captioned YouTube video. I know that's a lot. It's easier to show. Let me share my screen with you. All right, so here I found a YouTube video that perhaps I'd like to share with my students. So there are a couple of things here. One of them is that there's a little tab right here at the bottom. I hope that you can see that. Maybe I can annotate this so that you can see it a little bit clearer. It's right here. Do you see this little tab here? Well, one of the things that we're going to try to see if we can do is just click this over. So when you toggle this over, what it does is it turns off autoplay or turns on autoplay. We don't want to have autoplay on because it means that students won't just stop at whatever we're showing them. They can continue to watch the whole series if it's a series. So we want to make sure that this is toggled to autoplay being off. So that's the first thing I want to show you there. Let me clear my annotations here and close this. The second thing is that when we play this video, notice right up here at the top how it says English and auto-generated captions. So I'm going to go ahead and play this here and toggle this on and off. There we go. So I don't know if you saw it. Let's see if we can do that again. There, do you see it? It says English auto-generated captions. That means that I couldn't just go to the share button, pull this out and plug it right in Canvas. I couldn't do that because these auto-generated captions mean that they're not really captioned by a real person. You'll notice right here, Bill Maher Fridays, so that those don't even have title caps, for example. But outside of that, if it says auto-generated, that's a flag and we can't use it. But this is what we can do. We're going to go ahead and grab this share button here, and we're going to grab this URL right here. For embedding, we use the embed code, and I'll go over that in another video. But for this, we're just going to go ahead and grab this copy. So we're going to, and then if we wanted to start at a certain point in the video, we would click the start at, and then we would fast forward to where we want to start. We're going to go ahead and copy that. Now I've already opened the tab here. That's the DownSub tab. And let me go ahead and cancel here and place that link right here into the download box. So I'll only click download. All right, and it's going to give you ads, but don't let that bother you. Right here on the left-hand portion, we have TXT or SRT. I'm guessing you could use the TXTs, but the way I was taught was to use the SRT. So I'm going to download this by using the SRT. And then it asks me where it wants to, for me to save this. I'm just going to save this right there in my documents so that the hope is that it's easy for me to find. So let me go ahead and save that, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can go into one of my, how about we go here. So we're going to go right into the course right here, the training course. I'm going to hit the next button. It's not really ready. This page isn't really ready because we're going to have a Padlet activity and there's a bunch I need to edit out of this, but it's a good space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Canvas course here. All of this will have to be edited out. I know it's going to be a little bit of a fun time here. Here, I'm going to have to edit these out as well. But what I've done here is made space for my video. And I might even say something like place video here, just to remind myself. All right, so that's where we're going to have our video. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and then save this. All right. Next up, we're going to go into the Finder and we're going to find that SRT document. And I think I put that in just documents. So let me go ahead and try to find that document. And it's going to be right here. It is called, no, not Beginner's Guide. So the one thing that I was told right here, English auto-generated as a highlight on there, and it's the one that I wanted on Bill Maher. I was told that what I should do is not change the title because the title for this auto-generated that we're going to make actually captioned is linked to that YouTube link. But what I'm going to do is hover over it and hit the control button as I click on that. And I'm going to open this document with other. It's asking for the VLC, but I haven't used that in a while. And I was trained that I should just go ahead and use the text editor. Right now I'm on a Mac. You could use another editor, but then you'd have to make sure that when you save it, that it's saved as a text only. So here it is, text edit. So I'm going to open that. All right, so now I'm looking at the captions and I can see here that it is not properly captioned. So first guest speaking, mind, HBBO. I'm not sure if that's even a typo, HBO right there. Punctuation, here it says season 20 of Real Time. Now we know that Real Time is a title, so we can go ahead and put the quotes, Time with Bill Maher. And so we would go through and we would edit every place where it needed to be edited. Friday nights. All right. And so we would go through everywhere that it's not properly captioned. We would do that. Here's again, what's that? HBO. All right. And so what I'll do at this point is in save. I'm just going to click save. I'm not going to rename or save as. So it's just the save. All right, there it is. Now let's go to our video. So what I'm going to do is use the Canvas Studio to go ahead and pull that over. Now I notice that Studio is here in my course navigation menu. So let me go ahead and click on that. And I'm going to add here. So I'm going to add a video, and that same link that I use for down sub, the YouTube link, I'm going to paste here and to add that video there. Now here, I'm going to go ahead and click on view. It opens up with a possibility for captions. So I'm going to click on captions and notice that it says manage captions, no captions yet. If this were my own Canvas Studio video that I created, it would let me select the language that I'm speaking, English, and I'd be able to just click on English. It would review and let me review and then publish. In this case, what I'm going to do is go to the right-hand side and click on English, and then I'm going to upload that document that I just edited. And so it pops up here quickly because it's the last thing I edited, but I can see here's the Bill Maher one. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. And now it has the English caption. So I have the option of downloading those captions, replacing or deleting if I want. And then that's pretty much it. So this will now have this little box that lets me toggle on captions. And so
has been speaking his mind to anyone who can afford HBO.
And so you can see that.
Season 20 of Real.
Notice that it has the captions that I put in there, right? So now this is an actually captioned video. It's still that same YouTube video. It's a curated video. I didn't create this myself, but now I can share this with my students. So I'm going to go back into my modules here because it's still not placed. I'm going to go into that page where I'm going to put that information. There you go. And let me see, was this the one? Let me check to see. I didn't accidentally delete something. Here it is. So here I put this, place the video here. So I'm going to go ahead and edit. here where it says place the video here. I'm going to delete that. But now I'm going to click on this little icon that looks like a plug. And I'm going to click on Canvas Studio. All things being equal, it should let me select that video. And then I have options. I can either display the media options, meaning that I can include other things in this. I can see when my students watch the video and where they paused, or I can just leave it out. And so I'm going to embed. And now it's right there within the document. And I'm going to try to center space that just because of the visual. And then it has the captions now, where it wouldn't have had it before. And so if it's in a place that I like, I'll just go ahead and save. And voila, I've got now a video that I couldn't have used before because in YouTube it wasn't actually captioned. It had that auto-generated caption. And now it's actually captioned. I've reviewed the captions and they're good to go. And so this is one way. I think that I know there are a lot of steps, right? If we take a look at the steps, we need to find the auto-generated video we want to use. If it's fully captioned, that's even better. If it actually just says English instead of auto-generated, then we can just plug it from YouTube, embed it right in our Canvas page. But if we don't, then we grab that, we use down sub to then place that link, that YouTube link there. It will generate the captions for us. And we need to make sure it's still saved as an SRT. We go into our files to where we saved that. We edit that caption then and just save. Then later on, we take that same URL that we got, that YouTube link. We go into Canvas Studio, either the course navigation or the global navigation. We'll find Canvas Studio. And then at that point, we copy that same link, right? So we add a YouTube video. We copy that, paste that link right there. And then that will let us then go and pull that downloaded captions that we edited right into Canvas Studio. The last step really is placing it where we want it to be placed. So far, I haven't been able to go into the page where I want the Canvas Studio video to live and then just create the captions there so far. Maybe they've changed or updated that. So I always have to go either back into the course navigation or the global navigation level. So it's a higher level of the Canvas Studio instead of right there in a discussion, for example. And that's where I place the captions. So I hope this makes sense. If I didn't make sense in this video, please reach out, use a Canvas inbox, reach out, and we can try to meet, even if it's for 10 minutes to clear up part of the process. So I hope this helps. Take care. Bye.